Hello and welcome to the part 2 of the detailed summary of this novel, Station 11. Part 1 was released yesterday. All related videos are added to a playlist and the link to the playlist is given in the description. Now, moving on to the rest of the story. The present of the story is happening in year 20. The travelling symphony always travelled in a prefixed route. Their next destination was to be St. Deborah by water, where they left off Charlie and Jeremy, since Charlie was pregnant the last time they passed through. On reaching the place, they got the vibes of danger and also heard that Charlie, Jeremy and their daughter Annabelle left the place long ago. Despite seeing unusual and unwelcome signals from the place and the settlers, they performed A Midsummer Night's Dream of Shakespeare. When the prophet, the new leader of the settlement, approached them and told them to leave behind an actor as one of his wives, they escaped that night itself as fast as they could. Later that night, they realized that they had a stowaway with them. She was a child named Eleanor. She told them that Charlie and her family escaped the prophet and headed to the Museum of Civilization. She also told them about the prophet's claim that God gave him the responsibility to repopulate the world. Eleanor ran away because she was bequeathed to the prophet and will have to be his wife when she comes of age. The group was on alert after this and had a sense of being watched. The symphony fixed the next destination as the Museum of Civilization. As per their general understanding amongst the members, they decided to move forward with hopes of reuniting at the destination. Within 2 days, 3 people, Dieter, Syed and Sydney, went missing. When they stopped near a golf course, Kirsten and August went exploring. At that same time, Sydney escaped and warned the symphony about Prophet and about Dieter's death. At the time, due to a storm and need for urgency, the symphony left, following a different path towards the museum and without Kirsten and August. The stranded couple tried to unsuccessfully catch up with the symphony while having their own adventure. They faced some of the followers of Prophet and was able to save Saeed. And that was when Kirsten committed her third murder. Soon the prophet and some of his followers caught up with the three. During the face-off, the prophet was killed by one of his own followers, a boy who killed himself after that. Kirsten found a page from the comic Station 11 and a copy of the New Testament on the prophet. There were happy reunions at the airport. Clark recognized the prophet as none other than Tyler. Tyler and his mother Elizabeth were dangerously disoriented. They left with a disturbingly religious group that once came through the airport. Clark then shows Kirsten a settlement visible through the telescope at the airport. It was lit at night by electricity. Inspired by the newfound hope, the symphony decides to head there next. Before leaving, Kirsten donates 1 volume of her favorite comic to the museum. The novel ends with Clark identifying one scene from the comic as a chapter in Miranda's life in which he was also present. Past never dies. It lives on to the future through the present. Even in the face of an apocalypse, the world will move on. It has to. But it will never be able to, nor it should, cut all its ties from its past. And on that note, I am ending my summary of this novel. Summary explained in Malayalam will be released next week. A separate playlist will be there for all related videos in Malayalam also. I hope you enjoyed my video. Please give your suggestions in the chat. And if you like my video, don't forget to subscribe and click on the bell icon. Thank you.